What's up, man? You ready for a walk? Let's go. Yo, what's up, guys? Dexter here. And of course, we're joined by the man, the myth, the four-legged legend himself, Brother Iroh. We're out here enjoying a great walk out here on our greenway. Absolutely freaking beautiful. So just to FYI, our greenway is really long. So just in case you see me walking on a greenway, it's all actually the same greenway, even though it can look a little bit different. So one thing that I've been dying to talk with about you guys is AI, or shall we just call it by what it actually is, artificial intelligence. And it refers to the capability of computational systems to perform tasks that are typically associated with human intelligence, such as learning, reasoning, problem solving, perception, and decision making. So, of course, you have a few different things. First and foremost, AI, it learns by being given and fed data. So here's the thing, companies such as Google, companies such as OpenAI, they're constantly hoovering up data, usually at the behest of people that are actually creating data. Let that sink in. And that's how these models learn and get smarter. Additionally, a lot of times when these things are like spitting words and sentences and all the rest of this structure back out at you, these are known as large language models, and they're trained with huge volumes of text. So here's the thing, it's able to consider not just individual words but whole sentences and compare the use of words and phrases in a passage to other examples across all of its other training data. So if you used Alexa, Siri, or any other voice recognition system, you have been using AI, whether you've wanted to or not. And here's the thing, AI can understand images. AI is very broad, it's very reaching, it's very sprawling already. So, is AI an actual good thing? So, let's dive into that. First and foremost, I use AI pretty much daily, whether it's with personal tasks or whether it's breaking down complex problems of work. So you guys have to remember, I'm a senior database administrator. I'm working on a lot of very interesting things, interesting problems. Here's the thing. At this point in my career, I've done all of the database things, you know, but the thing is, what comes with that territory is dealing with problems that people give me. So while I can do the database stuff, no problem, people are always, it's almost like they're fascinated with making things harder than they should be. So then that's when I come in to figure out unique ways to make the database bend and solve a problem while still doing it the proper way before I say, hey, this needs to be done in code. So AI can absolutely be a good thing. I don't want you guys to think that I'm about to dive into it being terrible, but here's the thing, it can increase productivity. It can cause a reduction in the need of outside sourcing that can just reduce overhead costs. And as more information is fed, it's only going to get better, like I said. But here's the thing, it can be bad because the reduction in the need of outside sourcing, what happens to us as a human? What happens when we automate everything? What happens to developers when somebody can just say, hey, make me some code for this, but you're not thinking about the project, you're not thinking about Git, you're not thinking about DevOps, you're not thinking about all the rest of that stuff, but you got an automated piece of code. What happens to restaurant jobs where we're automating food line services and pizzas are being made, or food is being made, or burgers are getting whipped together by AI machines? What happens? What happens? The creative arts. I've been drawing since I was small. But here's the thing. The thumbnail for this video, I made it using AI. I made it, but I did not create it. AI art is an amalgamation of junk. It doesn't have passion, it doesn't have thought, it doesn't have that experience which gives art almost a living component. And what happens to us when and if jobs get reduced in an already competitive private sector? A lot of this AI stuff is simply muddying an already muddy water. And I just call it AI slop. It's nonsense. It's so much junk out there that it's very, very difficult to sift through. So at this point, I challenge us all to, yes, let's use AI to our benefit, but let's not forget the human aspect, because at the end of the day, the human aspects are way more important. We don't need to be losing jobs. We don't need to be getting fatter and more out of shape because AI is doing everything for us. Anyway, guys, look at this good boy right here. He's been a good boy. He got a little rambunctious after this, but hey, that's just my boy. That's just Iroh. Holler at you.